Well, that's the first official meeting of the that's the first official meeting of the Royal Society of Royal Commonwealth Society's National 2017 National Conference. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about matters of the state of affairs of the state of the affairs of the Commonwealth, how we can expand the program and whatnot, and looking to the future. I have my whole business suit over there. It's all hung up. So, and I'm in my you can only see the top of my shirt. Let's just say it that way. Because it's really hot. The aircon doesn't want to work in this building, in this hotel. So I am now wearing. I don't want to wear my sweatpants. I fried an egg. I'm not in my usual hotel either. I usually like to choose the Arygyl hotel because it has the 80s. It has a 80s, 60s or late 70s / mid 80s feel to it. I could go to the Sands. Sands is a chain of family-run hotels here in Edmonton. Hasn't expanded outside. They really should expand outside, especially Calgary. They should plan an expansion. Yeah, I'm at the Super 8 motel, which is on the west end of the town near Kingsway. I am far from Arygyl, so next time I come to Edmonton, I'm definitely going to go to an Arygyl. Even if it does cost me a bit more for a taxi cab here. I like my bill. I like the Arygyl, and like I said, when I turn old, and the building is still there, I could say, hey, look, there's a building that's attached to ancient Edmonton. I could, but yeah, my first impressions. We met a whole bunch of alumni who are in our RSC, Royal Society, Royal Commonwealth Society, and from what I heard, from what I gathered, here's my notebook, my journal, and here's my notebook. I really need to they really need to make stronger cardboard for these notebooks. These notebooks just don't take being consistently put into your bags a lot. Here's the national conference. It's at the Edmonton Inn. A whole bunch of speakers are speaking. I guess these are the speakers here. Conference sponsors. The idea is to affirm the citizens of the Commonwealth, the former British Empire. Stewardship, I'm going to assume that means environmental / social stewardship, to make sure everything's all cared for. Dignity of each person, I'm going to assume that means inclusion and elders, everyone from elders to cuckoos like me. Cuckoos like me, I guess is the wrong word of saying it. I gotta be more PC. Schizos like me, schizophrenics / autistics. I'm so used to saying cuckoos, I apologize. I got to get rid of justice and peace. I mean, that's the whole point of the dignity of each person is you don't see the label, you see the person. Don't see the stereotype, you see the flesh and blood person, the greasy guy you see before you. Like I said, the aircon's not working. Justice and peace, loving relationships, service and sacrifice. Let me turn the light on so I get some more lighting here. This is actually a pretty big room. Let's take a look at this room. This is different. Remember from my the NDP party. Look, this is a really wide door. My head goes up up to only here. But look, it goes to where that is. But look, this is so huge. It's like wow. it's like I feel like I'm a dwarf, an iron, what we're called, iron forge. And yeah, the other affirmations are science and sacrifice, volunteering, and cooperation and friendship, interpersonal communications with other citizens of Earth, and especially the Commonwealth of Nations. And here is the Commonwealth of Nations. Canada is here. So right there's Canada. And the idea is to meet up with the Commonwealth of Nations is a voluntary association of countries spread across every continent and united by common values, democracy and whatnot. You know, like inclusion of, say, LGBTQ, or perhaps persons with disabilities, or elders, or anyone else. The voluntary, united by common values, these countries are committed to working cooperatively on world issues and to ensure freedom and development of all. So basically, develop the world. This is basically like the United Federation of Planets from Star Trek, the Federation. You look at the Federation flag too. And the idea is to figure out a way we can continue itinerary is talking about Friday, 10 a.m. coffee, 10:50, conference opening ceremony. The Joe Cesada, the chairman of the RSCS, the chair of the Inclusion and Dignity, RSC of Edmonton. I'm in the Edmonton branch, even though I'm from Calgary. The Edmonton branch, how to explain it? Well, 2005, what happened was the Queen of England visited, the Queen Elizabeth II visited Alberta to celebrate our centennial of our province, 112 years so far, the first dozen of the new century of Alberta. And I was given an award. The award you'll see tomorrow on my pin when I get myself dressed. And the idea is that the Albertan people gave me the award, and I take these responsibilities very seriously to try and better myself. If I do sound ignorant sometimes, such as a comment, I apologize. Like, I mean, I'm human. We're learning interpersonal communication skills in class, and that's to generalize others, and I'm going to go into our brain, the cultural influences, and yeah, society is changing. This, thanks to the RSC and other organizations, the Progressians, the Freemasons, yeah, all these other groups that promote human improvement. And thus, hopefully, we can continue this fine tradition, perhaps expand this fine tradition. But the group was born in 2005. The Queen Elizabeth came and wanted to give a gift to the Albertan people, so she gave a gift of this program, the Royal Canadian Society. She's one of the founders of this group. She gave a fair bit of money, bequeathed a fair bit of money to the organization for seed fund. Hopefully, we'll be able to grow into Calgary. I have got some contacts here during the conference, so I hope hopefully they'll be able to hopefully we'll be able to continue to meet up. In the meantime, it's expected that I occasionally show up to some meetings if I have the time and the money to come up to Edmonton every year or so, or once a year or so, to keep relationships up. That's how natives do it. The whole purpose of powwow is for families, fellow Aboriginals from the same confederacy. For example, the Niitsitapi Confederacy, the Blackfoots, are 4 different nations. They often meet and rekindle political alliances, the trade alliances, just meet as human beings, basically. That's what powwow concept is all about. From what I read and understood from what Reg Croshu of Calgary has taught our class. He came in, he's a chief, he's a Piikani chief, the Piikan pagan tribe, but Piikani tribe, and he came down and taught us enlighten us about some of the cultural values of natives. Interesting thing happened up here. I'm in the addiction studies program. This is my lanyard from Beauvoir College. It says addiction studies right there, and addiction studies right there. It's upside down and backwards too. It's X or something like that. That's how you pronounce it. Backwards. At college valve, yield valve, and basically I met there were a group of Aboriginals traveling. They're just alumni, graduate alumni from the St. Paul's Healing Lodge, the Guyana Healing Lodge, which was built out of the St. Paul's residential Indian school and Anglican IRS school down in the Blood Tribe in Pagani. And what happened was they refurbished this into a house of healing, which is very well renowned, Canada-wide renowned. And they came here to acquire healing. And I told them that this summer, one of the boys that I was sitting next to, should concentrate on eating peanuts and seeds, sunflower seeds in particular, nuts, salmon fish, especially salmon fish. The fattier the fish, the better. Because what happens is it all gets digested into some kind of weird compound called omega-3, a gooey substance that rebonds with the myelin sheath and lets your brains grow back, basically, and it helps with your mood stabilization when you're trying to recover from substance abuse. Which I told him these things I learned in class, so hopefully he remembers and takes it to heart. So yeah, that's very interesting because that's what I did my assignment on. We did an assignment on fentanyl on the Blood Tribe Reserve, Ghana tribe, Ghana land, and it's spelled Kanai, but it's pronounced Ghana. If I'm not pronouncing it correctly, I do apologize. And yeah, but back to the whole dignity of the human beings and stuff. The Alberta people, the Queen came back in 2005 and gave the organization back to them, and hopefully it's an autonomous program too, because it's actually founded by the Queen herself. So it's connected, but it's an independent organization. So hopefully, with vision, with Joe Zasada as the head chair, we'll be able to connect and expand. That's what we're going to be talking about in the next few days: how to keep this society going, how to activate more thinking brains, think tank brains, to engage in the larger sphere. How to add Calgary and Southern Alberta to Commonwealth affairs, to planetary governance and planetary improvement and stewardship. And I have the whole notes here. I got some notes. I'm a bit wonky right now because I got up at around 5 a.m. this morning, and I only got to sleep on the bus. So bus ride out here. So I'm feeling it, but I'm also feeling it sleepy. So there's another trip coming to Edmonton. I guess what's his name? Dr. Gabor Mate, a addictions healer, physician, is he's a very good one, and he's going to come and give a speech up here. So hopefully as classmates we can go down and meet him as a Wembley group. The problem is I wish that I could still give blood, but I can't because of Taprazole. That's one of the side effects of this drug is helping my thyroids. I can breathe and stuff and swallow now, but it's also very toxic. It cannot be used for say, for example, blood for birthing or blood for cancer, because they want to get the poison out, right? They want to replace the nuclear poison with clean poison, or nuclear poison blood with my clean blood. But I'm going to be exercising. I told my wife, my internet Vietnamese wife, that I'll be working out. And then when I join the army too, join the forces. I still am a young man, join the forces, and hopefully continue that know that I'm with the RSC, that I'm a loyal subject, loyal citizen of the country, and yeah, this whole thing about serving a bigger, wider cause is really important, really fulfilling, and I'm speaking of a lack of articulate words here because I'd rather be Eugene from The Walking Dead, or perhaps Dr. Kleiner from Half-Life, or Professor Barnesworth. One day, especially when I get my master's degree in addictions healing, public health. So, join me on my quest for nation building. And please pardon if I do say some ignorant things. I try not to be this person. This is why we're doing this exercise in the first place. So, be hopeful. Be glad that the Albertan people has given me this medal. I'll show you the medal tomorrow when I get dressed. And thanks for tuning in, and thanks for tuning in, and thank you for I guess thanks for tuning in. You see, I'm very inarticulate at words. I'm more articulate with my writing. So thank you for watching our show. There's gonna be a new series. Thank you. Also, you can also find videographs of the conference on YouTube as well that we posted. Not mine, but the actual videographs. So I'll be emailing my wife tonight, my internet wife, and continuing my studies. Thanks for watching our show. Thank you.